Hi, okay, this is a quick video for the Autoblog Samurai automated blogging system. The video will be on imtesting.com, and what we're going to do is have a very quick run through of how the system works just on a typical Blogger blog. This is a brand new Blogger blog that I've just set up, and if I hit refresh you'll see, yeah, there's no data at all, no content on there, no posts on there. It is brand new. I set up about 5 minutes ago. Okay. What we then need to do is obviously install the Autoblog Samurai software, and once you start it up, obviously activate it and click on this button here, click on here to begin, and it will bring up this screen. And I've chosen Blogger rather than WordPress, but obviously it works with both systems. And I've put in my username and password. I've obviously deleted that so you can't see what it is, and then clicked on connect and get blogs, and that brings up a drop down list of all the Blogger blogs that I have on that account. There's only one there, but if there was more I could click on the icon and choose it from the drop down list. The only other bit of information we need to set up here is post randomly between X number and another number. Now I've got it on 1 to 5 minutes simply because I want it to post really quickly so I can show you for this video, but I would actually recommend you have that set between 10 and 15 hours as a minimum, up to 15 to 24 hours or 20 to 24 hours, and use hours rather than minutes. If you post more often than that, you are likely to lose the blog because it will look far too spammy. Okay, so keep it to something like 10 to 15 hours right up to 24 hours as the minimum and the maximum. Okay, now I'm going to pause while I actually add this blog because I need to put my password back in, and I'll come back in a minute. We're on the next screen. Okay, as soon as you've clicked on add new blog, it will ask you whether you want to add a new RSS feed in a little pop-up box, so just say yes to that, and you come along to this screen, and this is where you're going to put in the RSS feed. Now there is some link here to some instructions on how to find an RSS feed, but it's not particularly difficult. If I bring up my browser here, basically all you need to do is go to Google and search on whatever your topic is. So in this case I'm doing a dating review site, so I'll say dating review and add the word blog, and that'll bring up a whole bunch of dating review blogs. And if we bring up one of those sites, you just need to make sure that it's updated fairly regularly. That looks like this one, yeah, July 7th 2010, August 27th 2010, September the 1st 2010, so it's updated regularly. Now you can usually find a link for the RSS feed, and it should be fairly obvious, but not always. Okay, on this one, no, there should be a symbol saying RSS feed or RSS. On this one there isn't, so all I'm going to do is, if I pull this down a bit, you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to type in feed and front slash at the end, and that should be the feed. Yep, in fact that is the feed. So if we click on that, we could subscribe to the feed, but that's not actually what we want to do. We want to copy that URL, and we want to go back to the software and pop it into there. Okay. Now, as I say, normally you should be able to find a link that actually says RSS on it. So if I, for instance, bring up one of my own blogs, the RSS link should be something like that, and you just right-click and choose Copy Link As. Okay. The other one I've brought up there quickly is, if you have an eZine Articles account, grab your own RSS feed, which will be here, and you can use that, and that way you'll be getting links back to your own eZine Articles articles, which is quite neat. Okay, so let's go back to the software. So that's how to find an RSS feed, pop it in, and give it a name. So we're going to say dating. I can't type tonight. Reviews. I'm going to stick with use proprietary methods, and I'm going to add it to this blog. Obviously there'll be a list of blogs there for you to choose from the ones that you've added to the software. We've then got post extraction. Do you want to translate, yes or no? I'm going to actually say yes on this, and auto detect, change it into French, and then change it back to English. That basically makes it a bit more unique. I'll use Bing. You might want to play around with these settings and see what the content ends up looking like before you decide whether you want to use it or not. Auto generate tags, yes, I'll leave that switched on. Advanced settings, I'll leave those basically as they are. Okay, and then we'll click on more settings, just to make sure those are the other two pages we looked at. So all we then need to do is click on finish, and it's validated, and that will basically go off and do the posting for me. Okay, so the last bit we need to do is click on here to update and get some items from the RSS list, from the RSS feed, which will take a few minutes. You can see, if I move it down, you can see there's an option to stop updating. That shows that it is working. It can pull down quite a few different items. I'll pause while it does so. Okay, I'm going to click on stop updating because it's pulled down quite a few items. So all we then need to do is tick the ones we want to use, and if there are adverts in them, for instance this looks like an advert, I'm going to simply highlight that and delete it. Looks like there was one there as well. Highlight it and delete it and bring that back up a line. Just choose the ones you want to have updated and then click on post to blog, or you can post all marked items rather than posting it. Hang on, you can't see that. If I move it across, you can post individual items, or you can mark the ones that you want and click on post all marked items, and it will go off and do the work. I'll pause while it's doing it and then show you that the blog has updated. Okay, whoops, slight technical error on my part. If I hit refresh on this again at the moment, you'll see there's still not a post there. Very simple reason for that. When I was messing around and making the video, I changed the password and the username in the edit blog details, and obviously those posts that I just did weren't posting because I'd left the fake password in there and a fake username. So I've just updated those to the correct ones, and I've gone and grabbed a few more RSS feeds, and I'm going to tick a few more and repost it for you so you can actually see it updating. While I was doing that, one of the feeds I grabbed had some pretty, well, not very good stuff in it, as you can see here. So make sure that you have a look at what comes down in the feed and just use those posts that are good, and you can put in several different feeds, and then you can go through and choose just the ones you want to post. Okay, so again, I'm going to tick a few of these and click on a post, and I'll pause the video while I do so, and then I'll come back and show you the site updating properly. Okay, so that's now gone through and made some posts and scheduled them, so those posts will start appearing on the blog depending on what the timing is you've set up for the schedule. If I come back to the blog itself, I've just refreshed it already to see if there was one there to make sure. There is one there already, caution no safety zone. If I hit the refresh button again, there's probably another one already, yeah, updating rules, that's already there, because I scheduled it with between 1 and 5 minutes. Obviously I'm going to quickly go back and change that before I end up with too many blog posts on there in a short period of time, which you don't want. But one other thing to note is in your Blogger account settings, if you go to settings for the particular blog that you're playing with, obviously you can have as many of these as you want, and then go to monetize, you can add your AdSense codes to there, and it will automatically configure it so you start making money straight away from AdSense. Okay, that's how good this system is. This will be on imtesting.com, this video, along with details of how to get my bonus. Put a massive bonus together for you if you pick up a copy of this through my affiliate link. So feel free to check out the video on IM Testing and let me know what you think. Leave some feedback. Thanks very much for watching.